Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely 2nd, the demo. Let's see if we can find out more about those communication features at Al-Khampis. Let's see, there's one more guy we need to talk to, and he's right over here. Oh, sure, why not? I mean, I don't have any, but if you do, you could summon them during battle. If they send one of their moves or attacks there, you could access that from a command during battle there. I am not going to be taking advantage of that, but you could if you wanted. You could also send an attack for one of your friends to use. But yeah, I'm just going to basically ignore that entirely. I prefer to win battles on my own merit. Oh, yeah, I suppose so. If you wanted to add friends, what you do is if you press right on the D-pad, that opens up the menu over here. Select the little save feather icon thing, whatever it is, and you could register your friends here. I have no idea how any of that works, but I guess it's something you could do if you really wanted, but I am not going to be doing that. Okay, so now we've gotten all the information for the quest giver, so let's go relay that back over to him. It's like, what, a guard or something over there? Whatever he's doing. Doesn't really look that much like a guard to me, but I guess it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, yeah, we got it for you. Good, good. I'm not exactly sure why that information is imperative to you, but for completing the quest, we get a few potions. So yeah, whenever you complete a quest, you'll usually get some kind of reward like items or money or whatever they got. Oh, good for you. Okay, so now the other quest that we can do is finding that apron, and to do that we need to go to the overworld, so let's start preparing our party for that. So let's take a look at our party members first here. We've got everyone in the Freelancer job class, and everyone has slightly different base stats. So like some people are more inclined to physical attacking, some are more inclined to magic using job classes. But really, in the long run, it doesn't matter that much. You could do whatever you want with whichever character. But I'm going to somewhat adhere to where people are more inclined to be suited for different job classes. So like with Nikolai here, he has a much greater mind stat than the other party members, so he's going to be better at healing than they are, and you're slightly more resistant to status ailments there. Let's see, for you, he has the highest intelligence stat of the group, so he's going to be useful for offensive magic and damaging enemies. Oh yeah, you press the R button to switch between party members there, or L. Let's see, with Nikolai, he has a really high dexterity stat compared to the other party members, and it does more than what it's saying right there, and you'll see why in a little bit there. And for Magnolia, she's pretty average all the way around, though she does have better strength than Nikolai or you, so I'm going to make her into another physical attacker along with Janne there. So let's take a look at the different job classes that we have available here. So you have different abilities that you could learn from each job class listed there. They show them to you in advance, unlike the first game. And each job class has a passive ability there, unique to them. So that's pretty nice. If you click on, or well, tap the lower screen for stat changes, yeah, you can see everyone's base stats, their weapon and armor proficiencies, or well, arms, I guess they call it there. What those letters mean is that indicates how useful those weapons or armor are going to be to that job class there. So you start with rank E, which is the worst, and then D, C, B, A, and S is the top rank for proficiency there. So plan out your equipment and everything accordingly. Let's see, with Nikolai, I want to make him into an Astrologian, which is basically like a buffing mage job class, and they also have access to the Prescience passive ability, or prescience, or however it's pronounced. New to Bravely Second, you can use this whenever you buff your party members. It'll automatically happen at the start of every turn, before they actually do something, so you don't have to worry about your agility or speed manipulation. No, you don't need to do that. This goes right there at the start. It is really nice. So, yeah, let's make him into an Astrologian. Unfortunately, yeah, like the guy was saying back at the dorms, you don't get a unique costume for each job class in the demo here. So, yeah, you just change the job class and you're good to go. And then, let's see, if you press right on the circle pad, you can go right over to abilities there, where you can set a secondary job command. We already start with the fixed job command from our job class there. So you can use another job command from one of the other 3 jobs that we have available here. In this case, I'm going to start with Miscellany, but you could use whatever you want. I like Miscellany for Examine, which is like a scan or Libra, just like the first game. You learn stats, strengths, weaknesses of enemies, things like that. So I would like to examine all the enemies at least once. Okay, so you're good to go there. Let's go, get a job for you. Being high in his intelligence stat, I want to make him into a wizard. It's basically kind of like a black mage job class, or, well, more like a mini summoner, I suppose. So they have access to spirit magic for that, but they also have access to the almighty spellcraft command to augment your command. They are obscenely useful, both in the demo and the main game itself. I could make everyone into wizards and just nuke everything into oblivion. But I would prefer to have some variety in my party, so I'm just going to assign one job class to each character. There will be a little overlap with abilities, actually a lot of overlap, because, well, it's a demo. We're not going to have access to that many things, but I will try to limit it to some extent. Okay, so for you, yeah, let's just go Miscellany there. That ought to be good enough. Oh yeah, you could also set support abilities here, although we don't have any yet, but if you did, you could set them there. Okay, so let's see, with Jan, yeah, you press left on the circle pad and it takes you back to the jobs here. I'm going to actually leave Jan as a Freelancer there, because they have pretty good weapon proficiency with everything there, really. But also, you see his dexterity stat. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, I guess no job class really cares about that, at least for now. But you'll see why I care about that stat in a bit here. Let's go to job commands, and I'm going to give him Acrobatics for Crescent Moon there. Hits all enemies for the same damage as one physical attack. It is really good. It's not as obscene as it was in the first game, though, in my opinion. I mean, it's going to be good against, like, the enemies on the overworld, but once you get into dungeons, you're going to need some more help than just that. But for now, that's what I want to use there. Okay, and then for Magnolia, since she has a spear, let's make her into a Valkyrie, kind of like the Dragoon job class in earlier Final Fantasy games. I don't really care for any of the abilities of the Valkyrie, but I do like the weapon proficiency on spears, and they have among the best strength, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, let's make her into a Valkyrie there. Oh yeah, you could also like select abilities straight from the job menu there if you wanted. So let's give you Miscellany for examining enemies. And then I think we'd be good to go. Or at least, you know, start setting up my party. Get some equipment and spells and stuff. Let's start with the magic shop here. So, like, we have a whole bunch of different types of magic. You got, like, your spirit magic here, your astral magic, got some white magic and black magic that we can't use for the moment. So, for now, I'm only going to buy a few spells, namely Frost, because there's some enemies on the overworld that are going to be weak to that. So, let's grab that one. And then I want to get Physical Boon and Magical Boon for Nikolai there. So the nice thing about the spirit magic is that, like I said, it's kind of a mini summon in a way. It always hits all enemies unless you use like spellcraft to change it. And then, well, yeah, it just hits all enemies there with whatever element you want there. So that's pretty nice. The thing about spirit magic that makes it so powerful is that you see how the base power is boosted by intelligence and magic attack? Magic attack itself is increased by your intelligence, so you get essentially intelligence added in twice to your damage there. So yeah, it gets pretty obscene eventually. And let's see, with the boons that I got, those are offensive buffs there. They're kind of like the songs in the first game there. Except these are much cheaper, and they have a better effect, but they are single targeting, so that's the drawback there. But that's totally fine. So that's all I want to get over there. Let's go find some equipment then, or buy some equipment. So let's see, we got all this stuff here, but I don't have enough money for it. Whatever shall we do? Well, I would highly recommend selling the silver glasses. Even though, yeah, you've got blind protection there, it's totally not worth it, considering that you can get 1,000 pig for it. So yeah, let's just sell that and not worry about it anymore. If I really cared about blind protection though, I would go for the Harina. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But yeah, it's a piece of headgear that would make you immune to it anyway. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so now that we've got some money, let's see what we can buy. I would like to get the strongest buyable spear in the demo. Let's get that for Magnolia. Let's get a rod for you. And let's see, for Jan, I would like to buy a Tannenberg. The thing with rifles, though, is that they are two-handed weapons, so you can't equip that and a shield at the same time. But it's totally worth it. The thing with rifles, though, is that they have the same damage algorithm as any other weapon, except that it uses your dexterity stat instead of your strength stat in the algorithm. So yeah, the rifles can get really powerful, especially in the demo there. Okay, so we got our weapons. Let's get a few shields for us. Remember, Jan's not going to be able to equip a shield with the rifle there, so I only need a few of those. And then, let's see, for Nikolai, I would like to get a desert cap. Mostly for the defense there. You see how his defense, on the bottom screen there, it could increase up to 18 there from what he has now. But you look at it, and it has a base physical defense of 2. But this has a base physical defense of 3, yet you see his defense on the bottom screen there, it only increases it up to 17 instead. That's because even though every job class could equip anything you want, you have to adhere to the proficiency of that job class there. So, and I'll go over that a little bit more in a moment here. I want to buy the Mortarboard for you because it boosts his magical attack. So let's get that for him. And then let's get a couple chain coifs for Jan and Magnolia there. Let's see, for body armor, we all start with Tunic, so I'm mostly going to leave that alone. But let's see. Okay, I'm a little short on money there. So let's start equipping stuff, and then I'll get more money to buy more stuff. Okay, so I'm going to leave Nikolai on a staff. Now, you see here where the buckler has an E next to it? That's, like I was saying, with the equipment proficiency there. So he has the lowest weapon proficiency, or, well, shield proficiency, I guess. So the base physical defense is 5. So on the bottom screen there, you're only going to get 5 defense out of that. But if you have higher proficiency, you would get more, and you would have those stats multiplied by some amount. So like with rank E, you get nothing. It's just 100% of whatever the equipment has. But if you have rank D, you would multiply that by 1.2. And then rank C is 1.4, rank B 1.6, rank A 1.8, and rank S would be double that amount. So that's pretty nice. But it's still worth equipping the buckler, even though he doesn't have great proficiency with it, because I don't have anything better to put there at the moment. So yeah, same thing here. We have S proficiency with light armor, but not so much with heavy armor. So because of that, he's not going to get as much defense out of the stronger piece of armor than he would with a weaker one here. Okay, then with you, let's give you the rod that we bought earlier. And I would like to get a lot of magic attack boosting pieces of equipment for you eventually. Okay, so like with Jan here, you see how it has the rapier and then his offhand is empty? But if you equip a two-handed weapon, like a rifle, yeah, that takes up both of those slots. But it's totally worth it. It is obscenely powerful. Okay, then, yeah, let's get some heavy armor going there. See, we got a much more powerful weapon that'll really help out. And then, yeah, let's give you a shield. I think that's enough for now. Okay, now let's sell the old stuff. Let's see, nothing there. Okay, I think that'll be enough for what I want to do. Now, I want to buy the Academy Gown, also for a magic attack boost. So the reason I'm actually buying more powerful armor for you is only because it boosts his magic attack stat, which is the one that I care about. For the others, yeah, we don't get any strength boost or physical attack boost out of them, so why bother putting money into that for now? Just get a little bit of things, and that'll be fine. Okay, so we got the Academy Gown. Let's buy 4 bronze gloves for our accessories, and get all those equipped too. So yeah, that'll really help out his magic damage there. Oh, I need to equip the accessories. Okay, so let's get all these. Very nice. Okay, so we got all that. Let's see, I think I have an extra piece of armor there. But that's all I'm going to buy for now. Yeah, I think that ought to be good. Okay, so I think we're all set and ready to go. Let me just double check my commands here. Okay, good, good. I've got all that going. Let's get out of here. Let's start by leaving through the south entrance here.
Oh, we should let Her Holiness know that we met up with you, Magnolia.
Oh, sure, why not?
Her Holiness?
You don't know her?
You do not know of Her Holiness? Such a thing is unimaginable for one tasked by the Orthodoxy to guide us.
I mean, you are getting paid, aren't you?
Oh, zoot. Of course I know Her Holiness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was really convincing.
I like
Your
Jan.
Holiness? Can you hear me?
Okay. Oh, I actually have to press a button for that. Okay, so we got a pendant or something that enables us to speak to her.
Loud and clear. How are things, you?
I am pleased to report that we have met up with the guide arranged for us by our allies in Al-Khampis.
You didn't happen to know her name, did you?
That is wonderful to hear. I am Agnes. I thank you for your assistance.
Well, I suppose, the Pope probably wouldn't have directly been involved in the specific hiring.
Nice to meet you, Agnes. Call me Magnolia.
Pretty casual, ain't she? Talking like that. To the Pope of all people.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
The blazing wolf is quaking like a young pup afraid of a scolding.
Ha ha ha.
Those three can be stubborn at times, but please do your best with them. Don't worry, Your Holiness. I'll keep the boys in line. Though, if I might ask a favor in return.
Is there something we might help you with?
What's up?
There is. I'd be ever so grateful if you could help me rebuild my homeland.
Oh, okay, sure, why not?
Rebuilding? Like we did with Norende?
What do you mean?
It's a long story, but my homeland was ravaged by one of our mortal foes. We need all the help we can get to restore it to order.
Oh, okay.
Look, lady, we're here to work. We don't have time to go building houses or whatever you're after.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. All you need to do is give a bit of direction from time to time.
Oh, okay.
I can explain the details later, if you'd agree to help.
Sure, why not?
What a terrible situation. I must insist. Please help this poor woman.
I have no objections.
Yeah, what's the worst that could possibly happen?
Well, if Her Holiness insists.
I mean, you are on the payroll and all that.
Magnolia, just tell us what we can do to help.
Thank you all. And thank you, Pope Agnes.
Are you gonna tell us what to do? Ah, there we go. So yeah, we got, like she said before, she's from the moon, and we can help rebuild it. So let's see what we got here. Fort Loon. So it's basically the same thing as it was with rebuilding Norende in the first game there. So yeah, we got different areas that we could indicate to start rebuilding there, and sometimes they'll have different items for us to buy, or sometimes they'll give away free items. Unfortunately, no one around me also plays this game, so Street Pass is not going to be very useful for me. But, oh well. Okay, so, like, over here, tap the bottom screen, and we can get a better look at what we've got. So, like, over here, we have, an item shop, or battle items there by the icon there. I do not find those to be that extraordinary. And besides, we can't start building there yet, because we got to get through this obstacle to get over there first. Or, well, we got to build a bridge, and that would take a little while. Let's see, over here we got an item shop, and I think everything there is sold at the item shop in the town there. So you don't have to do this, but it's relatively quick and easy to do so. So, yeah, I'm going to get started on that. How about we go increase that by 1, and we can get started. So not only will this start building in real time, if you close your 3DS, then it'll still keep on ticking away at that amount of time, and then you could check it out after a while. Now at this point, I want to sit around on the world map for a little bit until it becomes nighttime in order to encounter different enemies than I might during the day there. Enemies also move around depending on what terrain you're in. And yeah, unlike the first game, we can find items on the overworld, though that wasn't the that wasn't the apron that I would have liked, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, so we got a new enemy here. If you hold left on the circle pad, you can see the enemies, but we don't have access to their stats until we examine them. So let's get started on that. So let's see, just like the first game, we have your Brave and Default commands. Brave can be used to add another command per round. You can go up to 4 of them, but you can't go lower than -4 BP there. You can also press the L button to Brave. And then Default is, well, like it says there, you defend, you gain a BP to be used in a subsequent round of combat. You can also press the R button to automatically default there. Oh yeah, and there's your summon friend command there. So let's see, for this battle, let's see, I'm gonna Brave once there. Let's start by examining these guys, and then I want to use 1 Crescent Moon. Now you see how it says -3 there? If I use another one of those, that would take me below -4, and the second one, even though I put in the command, it wouldn't happen because you don't have the BP for that. So let's just go 1 Crescent Moon there. And then, oh yeah, new to Bravely Second, unlike the first game, you could press the L button to Brave right on the command that you want to use more than once. So you don't have to Brave all at once, then input the commands one at a time anymore. So that's pretty nice. So with Magnolia, I'm going to have her use Crescent Moon twice there to help weaken these guys. So let's see. So you can press left on the D-pad to pause the action here. And now that we've examined them, yeah, we can see all their stats and weaknesses there. And let's see. New to Bravely Second also, enemies can have varying stats. So some of them are going to be more difficult than others, but overall it's not a big issue. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that damage. Nice, got them all. So, also new to Bravely Second, instead of having like 1-turn victor or unscathed bonuses for completing the battles quickly, in this case, if you win the battle in a single round, you can press the L button to go into another battle right after that instead. So I would highly recommend doing that in order to get more experience and job points there. Okay, so with you, let's see, let's go, actually hold on. Let's have Nikolai. Let's use 2 Mystic Boons on you. And then for him, let's use Frost 4 times. So you press the R button. Yeah, it'll give you the maximum that you can set there. I don't know why it said ×3 there. But yeah, ×4. That'll be good enough. So yeah, you see how it says prescience there? Yeah, right there. That's being triggered by the passive ability that he has. So that's how you know the ability is working. You could also fast forward combat a bit if you wanted. But yeah, let's just go like this. Now, if I try to go into another battle, since we have negative BP, the enemies are going to get in some free hits here. But that's okay, I think, here. So, yeah, why don't we just do that? And, yeah, these guys are going to be pretty weak, though. Ow. Okay, we're back in action there. Let's see. I don't want to use more magic from Nikolai right now. Let's just, yeah, get some frost spells. Take him out. So whenever you do one of these successive battles, you'll get a lot more experience and JP out of it. So, and that applies to the total amount of experience and JP that you've gotten, even from the previous battles too. So, that's pretty nice. Okay, so let's get back to base. Oh yeah, and so since we killed some of those bats there, yeah, you can find them in the bestiary here, and your party members will have some comments on them, usually irrelevant things, but sometimes they'll have useful information like, hey, they're weak to this, or they can inflict this status ailment on you, things like that. So yeah, the apron isn't down there, it's up here. Let's see, there we go. Well, that's not what we wanted, but we'll find it soon. Only one more place to look. That's been marked on the map there. Let's see, where are you? There you are! The Apron of Legend, at last! And we get some party talk after finding it, too. Oh. Yeah, I suppose. Good. Oh. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, we were? Okay. Well, we had to be stationed somewhere, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoops. Ha ha. Oh, maybe. But at least we found our apron. That too. What happened to the thieves that stole the apron in the first place? Find out next time on Let's Play Bravely Second, the demo. This is H.E. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.